Well, hi there, it's Brooke, and today I have a one tray 3 ways for you. So usually when I do my one tray 3 ways, I like to do one more that's all thrifted. And with this one, I think every piece but the greenery is thrifted on there. Sometimes I have to incorporate some of my other decor because I just don't have enough thrifted pieces. But I think I pulled it off today and it's all thrifted. So we're going to do thrifted, kind of a Thanksgiving one, and then a football one. And with that football one, I really kind of understand how people become pack rats, because I had this I'm gonna use this sign, and I picked up a couple football hearts off of Etsy that I'll show you, and I was excited. And then I knew my son had a football party when he was little, and we had bought these little plastic Vikings headbands. And then I thought my other son had this Broncos thing that he got from my mom that he really liked. Well, I must have donated it all. I was like, oh, it's in that miscellaneous bucket of stuff you have for your kids that includes souvenirs or McDonald's toys or just random toys they've gotten, that they don't have a whole bunch of. Well, pretty sure at the beginning of the summer I went through all that and donated it. So we had to go a little bit different of a direction, so you'll get to see that. So no specific teams, just a general fall Thanksgiving football theme. Enough explanation. Oh, let's get into tiered traying. So here's my Dollar General rack. They do not carry this anymore. I think they should. I think they'd probably sell a lot of them. Hobby Lobby does have ones that are similar, and I'm sure if you went to Marshall's or TJ Maxx or Home Goods, they might have ones that are similar. The pieces that I really wanted to use on this was this new little corn tea light holder I thrifted for ever ago, and I had to scrape off a bunch of wax. It does have a few little nicks and scrapes here and there, but it does pretty good. And then I also had just picked up these 2 pumpkins, and these are just from the Target dollar spot forever ago. I have the gray and the white one, and I saw these for 50 cents, so I was like, hey, why not? Let's pick those up and see where we can use them on my thrifted Thanksgiving fall tray. So then I just started filling in with other thrifted pieces that I have. So this is a little thrifted cornucopia that my sister found for me and gave me. And then I also had this little pumpkin that I thrifted a while ago, and then my sister also thrifted this big old acorn for me, and you can still find these at Hobby Lobby, and I just kind of stuck that in the back as kind of a filler piece. And then I remembered these aren't thrifted, but my mom gave them to me, so I consider them, I didn't buy them, they're thrifted. So I just put my 2 little pilgrims up here by the corn, and then I just started filling in with some other thrifted items that I had. I thought this little jar with the spoon would look really cute over here. And of course, I had to add in my little spoons to it, which these are not thrifted. Man, if I could thrift something like that, that would be a happy day. Like I said, I did add a few of my own pieces. And then since I kind of had the blue on the pilgrims and the blue on the pumpkin, I grabbed my blue ball jar that I did thrift. And it fits down here just so. Yeah. And then I did thrift this glass pumpkin, but it still just has those wood pumpkins in it that I used all through fall. I just left them in there. I thought they looked good in there, and we'll pop that back there. And then I did thrift this little mug jar thing, but these spoons are from Target. I just thought the spoons add a little bit more of that wood texture and then a little height up here so you could see the jar more. And then the last thing I added was just some of my boxwood greenery. So I popped some into my cornucopia here, and then I thought it needed a little something over here, and then just a little bit up here on the top just to kind of keep the symmetry. And there is my thrifted tray. I keep thinking I didn't thrift this, that I got it at Michael's, but then I think I thrifted it, so I could be cheating with this one. I don't remember exactly, but I think it's thrifted. There is my thrifted fall tray. I just like how simple it is. I like the good use of all the colors, so the pilgrims go with everything, and I just thought it was fun. I thought this little corn thing was fun. It would look probably pretty cute with a little votive in it or a tea light, but I just left it empty. I tried to stick a pumpkin in there and that looked weird, so it's just gonna hang out like that. So So this is my Thanksgiving one, and for this one, I bought a new piece that I really wanted to use. I kind of thought I would use it with the other acorn I thrifted, but I might do that on a different tray since I used the acorn on my thrifted tray. But this is from the Dollar General. It was $3, and it just has this thankful leather piece on it. It doesn't really fit anywhere else, so the top was my option. Another piece I always love to use on my Thanksgiving tray is my little copper turkey, and this was also one of my first like fall season pieces I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I just kind of started playing around with stuff from there, so I felt like I really wanted to use this. I don't know, I just felt like it went well with the copper and the other items here. And then I pulled out my little riser, and I thought it'd be fun to use my pumpkin pie because usually I eat pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving and not really any other time. And then in keeping with kind of the copper theme, or just to add a little bit more of that, I have this kind of shiny copper pumpkin. I believe this is just from the dollar store forever ago. And then I thought it'd be fun to add my little sisal squirrel. My sister was showing me they have a bunch of little sisal pieces at Michael's. Hobby Lobby might have a few, but I think the Michael's one were a little cuter in my opinion. So, and then for some filler pieces on the bottom, I just grabbed this white lantern, and then I also used my checked pumpkin here. I just kind of squeezed that in there. And then on this one, I thought it'd be fun to use that new little creamer I had to, you know, go with your pie, have some coffee. And then up top, I decided just to fill in with some pumpkins around the thankful side, just peeking out here. I didn't have a lot of space to put them, but I still thought they'd be fun just peeking out. And then to finish it off, I thought I kind of had like a big space over here. So I did pick up the little wood acorns, the same place I got the wood pumpkins, and I just kind of put a couple over there. I think I just put kind of one over here also by the little squirrel to kind of fill in, or we could put it here too. I thought that was a little too much, but I think the way I had the hole and everything, I wonder if that would look cute kind of here. No, that looks stupid. So we'll just set that one over there. And there is my Thanksgiving tray. You could easily use this for fall and just have it up all season long and not have to, like, you know, just pull it out for, you know, Thanksgiving. But if you just wanted to put together a simple tray, you know, just pull out your more Thanksgiving items like a turkey or, you know, things that say thankful, pie, things like that. And then if you don't decorate a lot for like just Thanksgiving, you could just pull this out on the day for like a centerpiece or to sit, you know, kind of somewhere where people are going to see it. More than likely, my house might be a little Christmassy by Thanksgiving, but I could put this together quick and just have it out. We usually go to my mom's, so I don't have to worry about my house being Christmassy. Next is the football tray. So when I was doing all my fall stuff, I showed you that I got this, and it says leaves, apples, pumpkins, flannel, cider, football, bonfires, hot cocoa, and hayrides. So that gave me the idea that I could do like a little football tray with this, but not be overly football. And then this did say that hot apple cider on the back. And if you get it in the right light, you can still kind of see the apple. But when I was using it and doing this tray, it had that like orange border on it. I didn't use any orange, so it was just really throwing it off. And I really didn't like that anyways. So I did sand it a little bit just to rough it up so my apple barrel black paint would adhere a little better. I did 2 coats, and all I did was paint the sides and the back, and I figured I could use one of my stencils on the back, or maybe I could convince my friend to make me a little vinyl something to put on here, or I can just leave it black. So that is what I did. It also had a hanger here, and if you look really close, you can see I filled that in with some wood filler just because so it would blend in better, and I'm not going to hang it on a tree or anything. I just prefer it to not have that. Some of those that are white, you could probably do that and like just fill it in with white paint, but I'll probably just leave those. But this one I figured since I was painting it and already messing around, I might as well just take that next step. I don't believe, oh no, it fits the other places. I just liked it up here best. I had purchased these 2 little football hearts. They came as a set from Mel Denver. And then I also went to Hobby Lobby and bought just the football like field. They had a whole like 12 by 12 sheet. So I just just put this where I thought it looked the best. And then that is, the other side is just that gray and white check that I have. So this was just blank, so I figured it'd be fun for this tray. So then I just started like filling in with items that I thought would be fun, that you would think of when you like go to a football party or things like that. So the next thing I did grab was my pinch and dash bowls, because of course if you're going over to a football party or just watching football at your house, we tend to do it when we're eating dinner or even like Super Bowl. We have snacks and everything. We have a lot of teams we like. We're pretty like whatever's on the TV we'll watch. We're not like super particular. Now we really love the Cubs, so baseball we are, but like football not so much. We don't really watch basketball, hockey sometimes, but usually just baseball mainly, and then football when it's on, and we just like to watch the Super Bowl and everything. And then I also grabbed out my Ray Dunn measuring cups, my black one, just because I thought they looked good with like the football and the black sign that I had. And then I wanted to grab a few more green elements. So this is that little mug I thrifted at Goodwill. Well, mug or pitcher or whatever you want to call it. And then since I was going with the black, I did fill in with some pumpkins because it's a fall tray for me. You could easily make a football tray kind of like Christmas time and then at winter time again, because they go till like beginning of February. But since we're in the beginnings of football season, I'm doing a fall tray. So I just put one of my black and white check pumpkins there. Up on the top, I grabbed one of my green mason jars and filled in with that in the back. And then also I put a little white pumpkin over here behind the pitcher just to kind of fill in some space. And then up on the top, I grabbed my little white house because, I usually watch football at my house. And then I popped my little other green pumpkin in front of it, and how it like fits perfect where you can still kind of see the football. I thought that was funny. And then now for my fun little football hearts that I got, I did look at Hobby Lobby and they have the like little wood footballs that you could easily get. And I saw one at the thrift store that I almost picked up, but I was like, no, I got my football hearts. That's all I need. So I don't need really anything else. So I just kind of put those in the center here. It's kind of like a little bit of a focus, but I just thought they were fun. Like I said, I could easily like some sort of football tray for, like around Christmas and then around like even Super Bowl time. But that would probably be a little bit more fun to like make it themed for whatever team you're kind of rooting for. So there is my football team. It would be fun. Like I would have loved to put my little helmet in there, but I couldn't find it. You could put like a little bit of candy in there or something too, because usually they'll come with like fun little, or am I thinking Easter eggs? I swear they came out with like football shaped chocolates or something. I don't know. Anyways, here's my fall football tray. That was my one tray 3 ways. I had a lot of fun putting those together. It's always a fun little challenge to try to use your thrifted pieces and any like seasonal, holiday specific thrifted pieces that you have. And then I just love using my thrifted pieces on all my trays, but it's just kind of a fun little challenge. The football one I think was super fun. I wonder how I could incorporate that into like Christmas. So I got my mind like worrying about that. Not worrying about that, like WHIRRING, I think is how you spell it. Now they just need to come out with like a winter sign like that. Ooh, maybe I could put that on the other side. That's a thought. And then I was thinking about those little signs like that you get at Target and stuff. And I know a lot of people will take all the clearance signs and different like pictures that you get at Hobby Lobby and like transform them. Well, if you could get some of those little Target dollar spot signs and you just don't really like them, or you already bought it, but you got them like 50, 70, 90% off, then you could like redo those too and have the perfect like little small signs. So that's something to think about if you have like a Cricut or just really good handwriting, or you can stencil really well, which I don't have a Cricut or have good handwriting or any of that. Usually if I want anything really nice handwritten, I ask the Hubs to do it because he writes very nice. I write very sloppy. It's usually legible, but it's not pretty. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you're gonna do a Thanksgiving or a football tray, or if you just do all the fall fun. I love to hear what you guys are planning down in the comments, and we can chit chat about our ideas and our things. I just had somebody comment about they never find tiered tray things, and I'm like, well, I always find too many tiered tray things, and then I don't have like enough for my house. So I mean, it's just one of those fun things. As always, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.